Thank you all for joining today. I know this time of year is very busy. It also moves really fast, especially for e-commerce teams. And I know the number one challenge isn't knowing what to do, it's just actually finding the time to do it. So we all know that consistent email campaigns drive more sales. And the problem with running any type of business is managing that inventory, handling customers, and then actually preparing for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And then as you're doing all of that, email tends sometimes to get pushed to the back burner, even if you have the best plans and you're, planning for it right now. Things just pop up and you just don't have the time to send out those consistent campaigns like you would want to during this really key time of year. This is the whole reason why our team at TargetBay created the AI email agent. The goal was simple. We want to help our customers stay consistent with email campaigns without adding more work to their plate. And we also are able to do it inside existing platforms, all or also within our own platform, Bay Engage. So at the simplest form of it, there's no migration required. If you were to migrate over, we can absolutely do it all within there, which makes it even more of a seamless experience. And finally, we created it to really give you the structure, speed, and creativity really needed to actually keep up with the biggest revenue moment of the year during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, is knowing that the calendar has been built for you. You can review that and then also make any or slight edits and suggestions to it. And then knowing that it'll be scheduled and actually go out pending your approval during the most key time of year when everyone has the biggest sales year. Um, so again, this is about making sure your list hears from you during a regular schedule during Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And we can take off your plate the hours that you spend planning, writing, and building campaigns every week and really kind of just put it, in auto drive for you. So the goal of today's session is really just by the end of it, we want you to understand how brands are currently using the AI email agent and really how they're using it to keep campaigns flowing without hiring or burning out their team, scaling their revenue simply by showing it more often, and then making the most of the platform they already use or using ours to kind of leverage it and drive more. With integrations and kind of an ease of ability. So if there's not any questions to start off, we'll just jump right in. Probably should have done this before I did that whole
Mm,
introduction. I'm Kevin, the head of e-commerce at TargetBay, and then we have Danielle, who's our head of onboarding and also oversees the EA email agent. Will be both of your speakers today. Um, So we want to talk about, most stores, while you guys think you're ready, most stores are not ready for Black Friday, even when you think you are. Um, they know you should be sending emails consistently, but they don't have time. Time constraints, lack of creative bandwidth, and deliverability issues sometimes go hand in hand, but it really comes down to those time constraints. If you're an owner running your own business, having to design campaigns, come up with ideas, or outsourcing to an expensive agency, it just doesn't make sense for certain companies to have people to do all that. Um, and we want to be the person that helps by creating the ad email agent to really help you get in there, focus on what you do best and kind of running your business day to day, and then letting us set up your campaigns, create them, and send them out on a consistent basis, just so you know your customers will hear from you. And that's what we're trying to fix. In 2024, one of the key stats we found was over 12 billion emails were sent on Black Friday alone. So everyone will be doing it, everybody will participate in that, and we want to make sure you and if you're our customers, you're able to do that same thing and not miss out on this opportunity. But when you do nail Black Friday and you do nail email, like it results in a lot of sales during this time period where people are looking for ideas and looking to be inspired to spend money for gifts at the end of the year. Email last year and during Black Friday per Salesforce drove 20% of the Black Friday Cyber Monday sales. The automated flows generated about 37% of that email revenue. And the average ROI of every email that was sent, it was $36 for every $1 spent per Shopify. So the more you lock in your calendar now and let email do the heavy lifting, the more you're going to be successful during this time period of the year. And that's, again, the opportunity we really want to help you take advantage of with our AI email agent. So now I'm going to pass it over to Danielle. You're going to meet TargetBay's AI email agent. Again, it's your Black Friday email agent that will plan, write, and deliver all your emails for you during this busy time of year. Danielle?
thanks, Kevin. So, really going into this and introducing our AI email agent. This is a done for you email strategist, copywriter, and campaign manager all in one. It's like you were paying a big name agency to create your templates, come up with a content calendar, and send it for you. So, this is going to include a strategy setup, making sure that it includes your brand voice, your goals, and the cadence um, for any of the campaigns that are sent out. Then the campaign building will actually be the copy, the design, and the templates based on your brand voice, based on the strategy setup. Then there's the monitoring and optimization that, once it's being sent out, you'll be able to see what's working and we can be able to adjust from there. Um, what's really big about this is that this is going to work with Klaviyo, OmniSend, MailChimp, or Engage, and it can be able to deliver the 5 to 10 times return on investment and save you time during the month. So you can be focusing on procurement, shipping, everything else, and this is just set it and go. You don't have to worry about it. Now, how it works. So this is going to be the overall type that we do for this. So there's not going to be any more guesswork with your emails. Your campaigns are going to get planned, built, and optimized instant on time with this. The very first thing that's going to be done is there's going to be an onboarding and strategy setup to where we will work with you to learn your brand voice, your goals, and create a content calendar to map out the campaign strategy, be able to really help with those conversions. So that's step one. And then step two is the campaign creation and design. So our team in AI is going to build the branded emails, flows, and the promotions that you approve that you're running during Black Friday. So that would be a part of the strategy setup. And then those templates will be created for you. And then once that's done, you will review it. And if it's approved, then the AI and the team will handle the scheduling and being able to send it out. Now, if you are using Engage and you're not using another platform, we'll also be able to help out with your deliverability, your optimization. And if you're just new to TargetBay and Engage as well, we'll also create a warm-up plan for you too. After the fact, we'll then track the performance and the optimizations as well. But again, we'll be able to do that more so if you're using Engage, but we can be able to still do all of the rest and the sending if you're using a different platform. So to break it down for you, again, it's just there's the strategy call. You're going to get the free BFCM game plan. We're going to help tailor it to your store, your goals, and your timeline. Then we will build your entire email campaign calendar. That includes all of it. That's the copywriting, that's the creative, that's the timing. There's your subject lines, your preview text, which those, if you know, those can take quite a lot of time just in itself. Then the optimization, monitoring the performance, see how it's going. And now, one thing to notice that we do only have limited spots available for this. There's only a handful of brands that we can be onboarded before November 15th to be able to ensure the quality and results. We want to make sure that there's enough buffer time between Black Friday and Cyber Monday and now to be able to get that done. So you definitely want to go ahead and reserve your spot now to lock in your strategy before the rush. Okay. And so now to kind of pass it back over to Kevin, he'll be able to show you how it works.
Great. Thanks, Danielle. I'm going to share a different screen. And please let me know when it's up on
Yes.
this. Perfect. So this is what your campaign content calendar will look like. You'll receive an email. It's usually the last week before the start of the new month, that will have all your campaign ideas in throughout the for that month coming up. So if you've signed up for the two, you'll have two campaign ideas plus the follow-ups. Four, you'll have four ideas, eight, and then so on and so forth. But when you come into your AI email agent, you will see your calendar. You will see the campaigns, the dates they're scheduled for. Also up here at the top, you'll see AI campaign recommendations. This is great for you to kind of give some feedback on maybe something you want to do later in the year. It also gives you on e-commerce type of trends, e-commerce seasonal or other trends, all geared towards your industry and your store. So if this is our demo store, which is a scuba store, and it talks about dive and rental and ocean and things like that. So if you have a skincare e-commerce store, yours would be all about skincare and things that flow into your store. Also, during the onboarding process, this is where Danielle will work with you to set up your profile and make sure it all fits into your brand DNA, the categories, your writing style, brand images. Again, we're feeding it all into the AI email agent. I'll go back to the calendar. And then also you can see over here to your left, you can see your campaigns that are in draft, the ones that have been scheduled, the ones that you've approved, all kind of a little easy way to look at everything. You look by month. And then you can actually click into it too once the template has been created and you either approve it or maybe you just want to skip the campaign altogether, you can do that. You can also request edits of the campaign. Maybe you want a different date and time. Maybe you want a different theme. Maybe you want a different subject line, anything like that. You would just be able to kind of create and do that here. But all that's done here within the AI email agent. Again, allowing you to have, your voice to be heard and decisions to or add your thoughts to the creativity and the decision making going into the campaigns. But the great thing is that it shouldn't take up hours and hours of your day. All of it's being done by our AI email agent with the human oversight of Danielle and her team. And I think that's one of the real key things that's different from other AI email agents or other AI chatbots and things like that. We do use human oversight to make sure that what you're expecting, what you're getting from us in our email agent is mostly 90-95% done when you see it the first time. And we want to make sure there might be some small little tweaks and edits, but it's not having to go back through and redo the whole thing. It should be pretty much spot on what you want. And that's why being able to share those ideas and feedback with Danielle and her team during the campaign content counter creation part is very key. Just so in case one month maybe you want to pivot to something else because you have some events coming up, they'll be able to kind of make sure they incorporate that into the calendar each month. Are there any questions on this? I don't see any, but if there are, we'll make sure we answer those in the chat. If not, I'm going to go back into the deck. Are you guys seeing the content counter again?
Yes.
Perfect. So again, this is what the counter will look like. This is one from October, and it's always fun to go in there. I always think to look at the AI campaign recommendations, and again, you can use that little like arrow to the left-hand side to kind of see your past campaigns and previous campaigns. Again, if you're looking for some type of ideas to give them. If you guys don't provide us with feedback or ideas for the upcoming month, again, we'll use the AI campaign recommendations and create those as well. And if you're happy with those, we will roll those out. So we will work with you to make sure you're getting the right campaign set up. But if you don't share that feedback, you will still get a content counter and get campaign ideas generated and sent to you. Daniel, I'm going to pass it back to you. You can talk about some of these use cases.
Excellent. So now we want to kind of focus on use cases that would benefit you. So for instance, for the first use case, this is when you don't have time to plan or design campaigns. Planning and designing campaigns takes a long time from what you're wanting to do, how you want it to look, from the formatting to the text. And during this, like during the time for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, small teams are already stretched thin. And so taking the time to build those campaigns from scratch, it can just seem extremely overwhelming. So the solution here is for the AI email agent to literally create, organize, and send these campaigns for you. So that would include all of the copy, the subject line and preview text, the on-brand templates that'll match your voice, and pre-scheduled sends. The goal of this is to have all of these campaigns to already be scheduled before Thanksgiving, before Black Friday, to where it would just be sent out. And it's one less thing for you to have to stress about. Consistent campaigns launched on schedule without being able to add to your workload is the goal. So their second use case here is keeping your BFCM send schedule on track. One thing as well is when you are sending these out, if you're extremely busy, you may miss key sending dates or not send enough reminders during the BFCM period. So the AI agent will build and manage the campaign calendar. So this would, if you want to include any teasers to kind of tease up for it, or not necessarily even a teaser, but showcasing your best-selling items that will have sales going on beforehand. That's great to do before Black Friday. And then when it actually launches, want to make sure that we're sending it at a great time to where people will be able to see it. And then last call reminders. BFCM is one of the only times where you can send out multiple emails and you wouldn't really get penalized for it. So the result with AI campaigns is that you'll have a consistent and strategic send schedule that will not only improve your inbox placement for sending out more campaigns, but it's also going to help increase your holiday revenue. And for our use case 3, this is eliminating the creative bottlenecks during the BFCM. If you are having design delays or copy revisions or approval rounds, all of that is going to slow down your campaign sending during the most critical season. So this is where AI email agent will produce those ready to review BFCM campaigns. This is why we're going to have those strategy sessions before, see exactly what promotions you're going to want to do. So you will have to tell us what promotions you want to do. But with that, we'll create on-brand creative and copy that's directly aligned to those promotions. You'll have the templates available to where you can be able to quickly give us back any feedback with that one round of edits. And then once it's ready to go, you can be able to approve it, and the AI agent is going to be able to schedule it. With this, you're going to see faster turnaround, consistent quality, and more campaigns sent out on time that you do not have to worry about. And overall, just why brands in general choose our AI email agent. It's just the easiest way that you're going to be able to launch your high performing BFCM email campaigns and doing it so quickly. So what we would deliver is that you get your done for you email campaigns, that strategy, copy, and design, consistent cadence to where you're not going to have any missends. It's literally just approved. You set it. Well, once you say approved, then it's going to be set and basically forget. It's just going to be sent out on the time that it was set before. Seamless setup to where we'll handle everything. If you're on a different platform, then we'll do that integration. If you're on Bay Engage, then we'll also help with like deliverability and warm up plans. But again, our team is helping you with that. Then there's also going to be a fast turnaround to where things that might have taken you weeks or days, it's all going to be handled for you. And how TargetBay for the AI agent it wins is that it's going to build your purposely built BFCM execution. It is basically not even just the email campaigns, it is a plan of an email strategy and email attack during that season. You're going to receive superior customer support with these campaigns. It works with Klaviyo, Omnisend, MailChimp, or Engage. Again, no issues working with other platforms. You're just going to see a better results with deliverability if you are using Engage, because we're able to help with the optimization for that. And last but not least, this is huge as well. It is transparent pricing. You're able to see exactly how much it would cost, exactly what you get for it, and you'll be able to have a faster return on investment. And then kind of switching that back over to Kevin, he'll go over more about the pricing.
Yeah, thank you, Danielle. So our pricing, we try to keep it as transparent and simple as possible. We have 3 tiers. We have a core, growth, and pro. And you're anywhere from core, it's $169 a month, and it really comes down to a little less than $85 per campaign, and up to pro, which is 8 campaigns a month, and that's a little less than $70 per campaign. Um, but all 3 tiers, if you get 2 campaigns, they do come with 2 follow-up emails or follow-up email to the campaigns. You're going to get a campaign calendar. You're going to get the design and copy included. Um, Again, we're looking for ways to kind of help everybody of all sizes to kind of fit in and have a plan that works for them. Because our goal at the end of the day is to make sure you have consistent brand ready campaigns without all the time and hassle it takes to kind of put these campaigns together. And a lot of things Daniel was talking about in the previous slides about, creativity blocks and things like that, trying to figure out what I should be doing this month and how I should plan, allowing us to kind of step in and help and do that. A lot of our customers have seen some really good returns just by utilizing even the two or the four. So it's a really great way, again, to kind of, again, to take a lot of things off your plate around this holiday season. You can focus on the bigger things that go into your running your business and your e-commerce brand. And then Lowwise with the goal is to help you kind of win the inbox, get your emails there delivered with great copy, great ways to kind of make sure you're taking advantage of everyone, taking advantage of the season and the biggest holiday, season for your company and really around revenue and stuff like that during this time with the AI email agent. And I guess another really thing too is these campaigns really should pay for themselves too. So if you're sending out two, four, or eight, you should be getting a really good return on investment at a low cost. So think of really good design, but not paying those high agency costs for it. So you're going to have great, compelling design, ones that will help you convert and stuff like that, but you're not going to be overpaying for that. So wrapping up, I know we're kind of running out of time with this webinar. We are offering a special bonus for attending this webinar, or if you sign up for this webinar, we're going to give you your first two AI campaigns for free. So if you schedule a time, you can scan that code down there. We'll also send a follow-up with the link to the calendar to book a time. You can book a time, and Daniel and I will be on that call. We will walk you through how to get set up and how to get started. And again, we can get your two first AI campaigns set up for free so you can see. We'll also, if you do decide to move over from Bay or from Klaviyo, Omnisend, MailChimp to our platform, Bay Engage, we'll give you more email sends volume. So if you're going to be sending out more campaigns at a consistent level, especially at a higher peak season at the end of the year, having more email sends is always a benefit. It will just give you a lot more flexibility. And something I think we really didn't address during this webinar, just because you have the AI email agent, it doesn't limit to you still going in and sending out campaigns. You're just going to have at least two, four, or eight sent every month by us and our team. But again, if you're going to be sending out more emails, you may want to take advantage of that extra send volume during November, December. Um, and so that's it. That's kind of like the whole wrap about the AI email agent. We would love to talk to you more about it, really talk to you about the ways to get the most out of the AI email agent and kind of just make sure that we're helping you get the biggest ROI you can during these last 2 months of the year. If you don't have any questions or anything, we will follow up and send out the webinar recording and also a way for you guys to book a time and get on our calendar so we can go ahead and work with you. Like Daniel said, we have limited spots between now and the end of October to get people onboarded. So if you are interested, please set up a time now so we can get in touch with you tomorrow or early next week and really get things rolling for you. Without that, thank you very much for joining. Danielle, do you have any questions?
Um, no, no, I don't have any questions. Well, one thing, there was a question that just came through was, can we see examples of what the emails look like and how the platform works? This is a great question. And one thing just to touch base on is the emails are actually going to look different for each, for each different account, for each different brand. One thing that we do during the onboarding process, which that's why this is a great question, is we're going to create base templates based on your company. So there will be a base template or multiple different ones that we can choose from when we're sending out. So all of your emails are going to be uniform. They're all going to be matching. But just in general, it would be different for each one.
Great. I can actually show a preview of one of the customers using it, if
Mhm.
that's okay.
And yes, we can replicate base templates too. The key thing to note is that this is going to be AI, so we're going to be switching out images and text, but we can absolutely use other base templates that you've used in the past too, especially since that would match your brand. Again, that would just be part of the onboarding and the setup process.
let me share this. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
This is one of the base templates from one of our customers, Timber and Tulip, and this is the AI agent created this to answer that first question. Um, the other question is, do you work on flows too? We do work on flows. That can be something done during the onboarding period. It's not an AI flow um, management or anything like that, but it can be worked on where Danielle and her team, that is an additional cost and it comes on a case by case basis depending on how many flows you're looking to set up and what to do. But her team can help work with you and set all those up, depending if you want browse abandonment, abandoned cart, welcome, um, any type of flow. And she's really good per industry, per customer, kind of identifying the flows that you need and stuff like that, and the best way to kind of tailor those the way you want them tailored.
And about this specific company too, the company did give these images. It is actually directly linked with their Shopify. So we would be able to have all of their Shopify product images, but we also are able to do AI generated images as well too.
Our company has been in business for 8 years, I believe. Is that right, Danielle?
Yeah, a little bit more, well, more than that, at least 9 because it'll be 8 years for me in March
Okay.
next year.
And I've been with the company for about 3 years. I'm going on my third year, and Danielle, she said she's been here for almost the whole time.
Mm.
We have about over a total of about 4,000 e-commerce brands we work with, and from email marketing, SMS marketing to reviews, product and site reviews, and also to rewards. Um, and our team, we're a little bit under 100 total, or maybe we're just north of 100. I know we're kind of growing every year, but I don't think we've reached the magic, 3-digit mark yet, but we are about a team of 100. Um, and then we are based in Atlanta, Georgia. If someone else had that question, I believe.
Great question. Yes.
Yes. Based in Atlanta, Georgia, in the US, and that's exactly right because we are working on this with the AI email agent. And I know when we were trying to generate something for a UK customer, we actually fixed it. They use like at the end of color and flavor. We had to make sure it was updated for that. So yes, but it is US based, and we make sure that the language comes through correct. And again, you'll be able to see these templates and approve everything. So if we don't catch it with that human oversight, if there's something that doesn't look right or look correct, you'll be able to see it and look at it too before it gets sent out. If you don't approve it, we will reach out and make sure we get in touch with you before it goes out, or we'll just skip the campaign altogether. I'm not sure what the question, do you test the templates on all email platforms? We use the email platform that you prefer. So if you would like to stay with your current email platform, we would just have the same email created within that platform and sent out. And then if you want to move over to our platform, we'll be more than happy to move you over to our platform and put the email there. We wouldn't create it across like two or three. Um, the bonus you also get, or the advantage you get with moving over to TargetBay and using Bay Engage, is that we have a email deliverability team that does a great job of working to fix technical things like demarking and stuff like that. So if you are struggling with deliverability, moving to our platform is something that we can actually control in-house. If you stay with your current email platform, it's something that we can't really impact that much without either than just sending the templates and the copy and then the subject line and stuff like that. So that would be one of the biggest difference about coming over from a Klaviyo or MailChimp or Omnisend is that we can really help you improve that deliverability. Oh, I'm sorry, see, for Gmail, Outlook, etc. Yeah. Yes, we do. We make sure, Daniel, you might want to take that design. So
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
Gmail,
I can
Outlook,
take that.
about the other.
Um, sorry. Yeah, no, we absolutely do. One of the things like it each template and Bay Engage in general and also like the AI agent in general, it's automatically tested with all of the email platforms. What we've seen is like with Gmail, with Yahoo, with iCloud. All of those are very similar. Outlook, especially the outdated version of it, there is a little bit of issues with the HTML. But yes, we test all of these templates on all email platforms, and you can be able to see it when you're sent a test email, because you can send yourself a test email as well, and you can see how it would look like on your different platforms and also how it would look like on mobile as well. Okay. Are there any other questions? These are great questions.
And I know there's some other questions that looks like they've been typed in. We will make sure we answer those and get all those questions to you if we haven't answered your question. Oh, the question about what's the difference between us and Klaviyo's AI. That's a great question. So Klaviyo's AI, while they'll generate templates and generate ideas, there's no human oversight. So you still have to go in and probably do that last 30 to 40%. It's just like using ChatGPT where you might spin some stuff out and then go down and ChatGPT kind of like funnel of like trying to refine it over and over and over again. With this, we have that human element, Danielle and her team, where when our AI email agent completes it and finishes it, our team are taking a look at it and making those adjustments and stuff that we need to save you the time from having to do that. So that's the biggest difference between us and Klaviyo is having that human oversight to get you that last extra mile. Again, our goal when we created this was to create these done for you campaigns where it really takes a lot of the time for creating campaigns, coming up with campaigns and ideas, just kind of completely off your plate. So we really want to make sure when you get the ideas and the content calendar or you get the templates for the first time, they're mostly done where you're just really looking at maybe one or two small, very small things to tweak, or you're just approving them to go out the door.
And so I think that's all the questions right now. If you have any other ones, we can be able to address them during the meetings as well. So definitely the next stop's, book in a meeting, and we can be able to answer any other questions that you have.
Yep, and I'll pull up the screen one more time just so you guys can have the QR code to go ahead and scan it and schedule it. And again, we'll be sending out a copy of recording of this webinar, also along with a link to book a meeting with Daniel and I. We'll be more than happy to talk you through it and show you more examples and talk about customers that are actually using it. But we would love to work with you guys, especially during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, uh,
Mhm.
and really make sure you guys are getting the most out of this holiday season and we're able to kind of take advantage of it. And again, you can take advantage of the 2 free AI campaigns too. So I think that's all we have. But if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out and we'll talk to you all soon.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.